What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha. And we're going to jump back in time and listen to the final of the Naersnes. That's my best stab at it. It's N and then the AE combo letter RSNES, so I'm not sure how that's correctly pronounced, but I believe this is the final tune in that demo session, which is Living a Boy's Adventure Tale, an early version of that. Keen to hear this. I noticed when I reacted to the studio album version from Hunting High and Low, which admittedly was nearly a year ago, not quite, but it was very early on. But then over the coming weeks and months, I came to see that it really is a favorite among Aha fans, which is to say some people commented on that right at the time. But I believe to this day it is the Aha reaction I've done with the most views, the most interactions. So obviously a tune that really resonates with people, and I think one that would have captured a lot of attention. I mentioned it before, going into the debut album, going into this deep dive, I knew they were more than Take On Me, even without people telling me that, and people had told me that, oh, just wait till you get into their albums. So I already had a sense that we were going to hear some amazing things, but ultimately tunes like this were an indication that, whoa, like, it's true, but, in a way that I hadn't been prepared for. So I really do enjoy this track too, even if I don't quite rate it as highly as something like Manhattan Skyline. Many people will know that probably remains my favorite of all their tunes, even though there's a number of tracks that in different ways give it a run for its money. So yeah, ultimately I do like this track a lot, even if it's not like my absolute peak tune from Aha. And yeah, I'm curious to hear what they thought it might be before the version that we actually got on the debut record. Let's find out. This is from the NAERSNES demo session, Living a Boy's Adventure Tale, a track that eventually appeared on their debut album Hunting High and Low, 1985. Oh wow. More
I fixed my dwelling for the night. Lights and pairs come passing by where I hide, shadowed by the only one that leaves my loneliness alone. I've licked my wounds.
definitely a different flavor.
The night has found me just in time to help me close my eyes one more time. Living a boy's adventure tale in so many ways. Living a boy's adventure tale.
There's
So
hi-hats.
many days, where have all the good times gone? Girl, were we the only ones, the unpretenders? Change the weather, the rain pours down, my head in hands pressed to the ground, and I feel alright. 'Cause safe inside tonight's cocoon, surrounded by what I might choose, I'm living a boy's adventure tale.
There's sprinkler hi-hats.
A voice I hear, living a boy's adventure tale, singing a lullaby for me. Living a boy's adventure tale. Because of you, living a boy's
I like how he's a
adventure tale.
bit raw in moments.
Oh, it's true. I'm living a boy's adventure tale.
There's an intensity to it.
So many ways.
It does also sound a little cheeky, like we're gonna call it a sort of like xylophone. Well, obviously, it's very different from the tune it became. And while I will immediately stipulate that I think the more, let's say, polished track from Hunting High and Low is superior, a lot of seeds are there, and ultimately, it's another track from this particular demo session, which indicates not only a youthful experimentation, but a bit of like comedy, like a bit of you know, self-aware cheekiness, like, you know, trying to push things maybe a bit too far, but just seeing like where the levels are, like, you know, how far should we go before maybe it becomes a bit of a parody. So it's interesting to me seeing them, you know, feeling out delivery, you know, Morton trying different things. And again, I enjoyed it. Maybe it's, you know, it's different from the, you know, the sweet stratospheric sounds that we know from him, which I wasn't trying to do an alliteration there, but there's a bit more of like a new wave, almost like post-punk intensity to some of his vocals here. Now again, I get it, there are moments where even here it's like he zips up to the point where it's almost like he's on the edge of like, is he being cheeky, like is he being a bit like silly, or is it just, you know, he's finding where that level is. So I enjoy hearing these because it gives a sense of like, you know, what they were trying, what they were putting together in the like period just before they would blow up internationally. So yeah, once again, shout out to Sophia for sharing these. There's more, we'll go through them, you know, after this triple aha reaction. I'll go back to finish off, ending on a high note, and then we'll take the next step after that. But again, I wanted to do a few different things for this aha anniversary. So yeah, bottom line, let me know what you think of this one. I'm curious to hear what people have to say, because again, I know the version that came on the debut album is a fan favorite. So I'm curious to hear what people think about this, you know, in a way stripped down, in a way simpler, and, you know, more drum machine sounding. Like it, you know, it was definitely a more raw and experimental sound. But as I said, there's some seeds there in the tune that it became. So looking to hear, or yes, some seeds that came to fruition in the song that later came. I'll stop talking because sometimes words become very challenging for my brain. Do let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.